Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my mysterious Pisces, and it's for June 2018. So it's for you, my gorgeous Pisces, it's for June 2018. No, number 13. This is why I get so excited, because your number, when it comes to numerology and when it comes to June, when it comes to 2018, your number, it's actually 13. Number 13, it's a really good number. It's a really positive number because it's trying to let you know that you are on the right track. You are on the right journey, especially when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your financial situation, and when it comes to your spirituality. So there is the work-life balance that is just going to be affected by this in the best possible way. And also it is just all about the comfort, and it's all about being a very significant month, because it's also connected to the fact that there is the brand new situation going to arise this month for you, which is going to become the part of you, part of your thinking, part of the way you think, and also it's going to make you feel very optimistic about yourself, about your situation, and about your immediate future. This is going to be really good because it's going to be the part of a very positive and creative energy. This creative energy is just going to have this amazing awakening feeling, and then on another hand, this awakening feeling is just also going to be so perfect for your general well-being. Indeed, number 13 also means, and it's also trying to let you know that your financial situation is just going to improve, but something very unusual and something very unexpected is going to bring this situation. It's going to make this happen. It's going to bring this change. However, this financial situation is going to be very positive for you, and it's going to be very good for you, because this is also going to be the new stage that is about to start opening for you, a new like a dimension that is just about to manifest for you. It's actually going to happen in June. Very important month indeed. When it comes to your health, you are going to need to make a certain changes there. There's certain dietary changes that you're going to need to make. There's just going to be slight blockage again when it comes to your stomach, when it comes to your digestion, which is telling me that you're going to need to really pay attention to your own diet. Whether your diet is absolutely perfect, maybe something is missing. Whether your diet is like really good and you are doing something that you should, and you are like a little bit naughty, maybe you should stop doing this that makes you like a little bit naughty. And if you really don't really care about your diet, if you're happy with having an unhealthy diet, then this is perhaps a sign that maybe you should start taking care of your diet. But if you're completely happy, then of course that's entirely up to you. However, when it comes to the actual health, there will be some kind of a need to pay attention to your diet, and also very important to actually pay attention to your own fitness, to actually pay attention to your own exercise. June is going to be all about balance, work-life balance, and it's very important not only to pay attention to the actual food, not only important to pay attention to the actual diet, but it's ridiculously important to actually make sure that we really exercise as well. So this is going to be the month of dieting, making sure that your diet is perfect, make sure you drink lots of water, make sure that you avoid like nasty chemicals like dodgy silly little squashes and things like that. And most of the time what I get crazy about is the fact that they put so much like they keep on saying, oh, no sugar, without sugar. Just think about what is inside that bloody bottle if it's not sugar. Think about it. What is inside that bloody bottle if it's not sugar? Zero sugar. Oh, fantastic. There isn't bloody zero sugar. It's a 5,000,000% of chemicals they put in, aspartame and things like that. It is not good for us whatsoever, and this is why I'm just saying it's so important to pay that attention. You're rather gonna probably have a little drink and a little squash and a little juice with the actual sugar than with concoction of God knows what chemicals and things like that. It's just so important to pay this attention to things, and because you're gonna feel slightly sensitive when it comes to to this is going to be slightly sensitive area. You are going to need to make certain changes. Please do so. Go with the flow. Okay, now let me just go to the beginning of the actual June. The 3rd of June is going to be a very important day, because the 3rd of June is just going to be like a negative experience that you are going to have. This will be somebody that's like some kind of authority figure, whether this is going to be like at work. If you are self-employed, it is going to be like a little bit of a negative experience that you are going to have to a certain customer or to a certain client of yours, you see. However, this is going to be somebody that is just going to be very negative, and somebody that is going to have a really low energy, and somebody that is just going to leave the bitter taste in your mouth, and you're not going to like it, And also there is a little bit of negative experience that is going to be connected to this person, that this person is going to do something, try to have some kind of action that you don't like, but on the other hand, you're going to feel completely helpless about this person. It is just a realization that you're going to see, that you're going to have, that you're going to have to go with the flow again, but you're going to have to play by the certain rule. You're going to have to play by the certain game. Now, sometimes this is very important. This is really good. And sometimes, when we rise above the problems, rise above the negative energy, rise above the negative people is the best thing to do. And this is how you deal with the negative people. This is how you deal with the negative situations in life and things like that. Although we basically do need a little bit of extra protection, like when it comes to people like this, they are just very negative, they're very nasty, they're very low. Their energy is infectious, but in a bad way infectious, in a negative way infectious. And these people can affect us. Their energy can affect our energy in a bad way. I highly suggest to get like a black tourmaline. Look at this little baby here. I absolutely adore this crystal. This is one of my favorite crystals. Of course I need a black tourmaline. I need tons of it to protect myself against all sorts of negative energy. And now this is something that I really recommend. This comes with a sterling silver setting, and it comes with a sterling silver chain, and you can buy this in my website, on my website, and the description is in the link below. The description is in, what am I talking about? The link is in the description. God. The link is in the description below. You know what I mean anyway. You know what I like. Okay, so basically it's a black tourmaline. I recommend to get black tourmaline because to protect ourselves from these people, because we can rise above it, but we can still get affected by this certain energy, and their energy can be heavy, their energy can be bad, their energy can be negative. They can do this intentionally or non-intentionally, but I highly suggest to get black tourmaline, so just protect yourself, because it is going to be some kind of defeating situation you will have, but your realization and your way of thinking is just going to be just spot on, so it's going to be absolutely fine. However, the step in the right direction and a really nice and interesting realization about your own capabilities, it's going to come through after this moment, after this point. Okay, my gorgeous Pisces, the second important day is going to be on the 15th of June. On the 15th of June, it's a really important day because you will be able to kind of temporarily you're gonna be able to seclude yourself from the certain situation, and that means that you will be part of the situation, you will be part of the scenario where there will be more people having some kind of discussion. You will realize something, you will hear something, you will learn something. After that moment, you will step away from the situation, and you're going to have like a little bit of like a little mini hermit mode. And that hermit mode that you are going to have, it's going to be really interesting because it's going to make you realize very interesting thing about yourself, and which is gonna on another hand give you a wonderful idea when it comes to you, when it comes to your life, and you're gonna start feeling very excited about certain idea that is going to come out of it. Another thing that is going to be really important, my beautiful Pisces, on the actual 15th of June, it's going to be the fact that there is a justice is coming your way. This is going to be so powerful for you. This is going to be so significant for you because you were waiting for this for a while. You were hoping that this is work in your favor, and you were also hoping for other people to decide something for you. And it's something in your favor. So whatever has been decided in your favor, whatever you are waiting for someone to decide in your favor, some kind of justice is about to come to you. Justice is about to manifest in your life, which is going to be brilliant, and it's going to make you very satisfied about yourself and very satisfied about a certain stage in your life. You're also going to get a really good and powerful advice that is going to be at around that time, which is going to be connected to this particular situation. Okay, the third important day is going to be on the 29th of June. The 29th of June is going to be very significant, because there is this, you're going to be approached by the person who is very powerful. You're going to be approached by the person who is very special, very significant, and very successful. This person is not a bad person. This person is a nice person. There's something very interesting about them. They're very mature and they're very powerful, and they like to focus on their work. But on another hand, they're very deep and they're very spiritual as well. There is a perfect work-life balance when it comes to this person, and you really look up to this person. You think that this person is great. You think that this person is amazing. And this particular person is just going to give you a really wonderful idea. This idea that you're going to have, this idea that you're gonna get, you're gonna start feeling really happy about, because it's just going to not only be an idea, but it's just the courage that you're gonna have, the power and strength that you're gonna gain through that, purely because it's like an idol. This person is like an idol. This person is like your little somebody who you really look up to, like in so many different areas of your life, because it's like someone very spiritual, but on the other hand, very successful as well. It's just a perfect balance indeed. Expect something very interesting to actually come through this person. Okay, now the first part of June 2018, you will be focusing on your home a lot. You will want to do changes in your home, because maybe you were just so busy, maybe you didn't feel that well, maybe you were just like really all around the place, with work, and maybe you were really nervous, and maybe you were waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right time. But it's just all about the home, all about the home changes, all about bringing new things into your home, all about bringing new energy into your home. It's all to do with like Feng Shui and things like that. It's just so important to every now and then keep on changing your home and keep on changing your furniture, because it really affects your energy levels if you don't change your furniture ever so often. So what am I saying here is that you will be like focusing on your home quite spiritually quite a lot. Look at this baby here, dry sage. God, I love the smell. Sorry. Yeah, it's the dry sage, and basically this is something that I can see you actually doing, like a focusing on your home arrangements, and especially when it comes to like your own spirituality. You can basically like after you like tidy up your home, change things, at the end you just basically burn this dry sage. You can smudge your home. They say smudging or burn a dry sage. I've been doing this for absolute years. You just walk through every single room, or walk into every single room, and you obviously burn this first, and then this is creating this wonderful smoke. And as you smoke everything, at the end you just open every single window. As this smoke comes out, basically all the negative energy, all the stagnant energy, all negativity comes out as well. This is very powerful. One of the most powerful things to actually cleanse your home of unwanted energies indeed. You can buy dry sage. I sell this on my website as well, and the link is in the description below. I really highly recommend to get this. And also, apart from doing home, apart from making your home arrangements, I can see bringing in something new, bringing in something different. You will want to have this new energy, whatever that is, whether it's going to be a new plant, whether it's going to be a new candle, whether it's going to be a new little tree, whatever it is that you want, that you feel like this is just going to be absolutely perfect. And also, there's a certain money that is going to come through. You're going to become aware aware of the certain money, whether this is going to be inheritance money that you're going to hear about, that you will be part of, or whether you're going to get it directly at the beginning of June. That depends. And if it's not inheritance money, then there is going to be the certain type of money, certain part of money that you're going to get, that you're going to be part of, that is just going to come towards you, and you're going to become aware of it, and that is automatically going to have an enlightening feeling on you. You're going to start feeling very enlightened, you're going to start feeling really good, you're going to start feeling positive, because the big wish also is going to come through. And the big wish that it's going to come through for you, big wish, it's a lot to do with what you do, it's a lot to do with your financial situation, it's a lot to do with what you focus on, but it's not to do with love or emotions. You see, the big wish is going to come through, which is on another hand going to make you actually just move on from a certain stage in your life. This is how important June is for you, Pisces. You're going to be swimming your way, because there is going to be like a big end. The big end is going to happen, but on the other hand, you're going to feel very passionate about this end, happy about this end. This end was due for a long time, because at the same time, this end is going to become like a new beginning, and it's going to have such a beautiful and enlightening experience in your life, because you're going to end up also, when it comes to your finances and financial situation, this is just going to start improving, and this is really going to start looking up to, and it's just actually you're going to end up probably with more than you were actually hoping. Indeed, the second part of June is going to be very significant, because you're going to start feeling this synchronicity, you're going to start feeling this energy, you're going to start feeling this happiness, because there is a certain stamina that is going to come back. And for those of you that have been feeling unwell, for those of you that didn't feel well lately, for those of you that felt really tired and low and things like that, that's nothing unusual. Now you're going to get your power. Now you're going to get your stamina that is going to be back, and this is also going to have an amazing impact on you and on your balance. You will find yourself in a situation where you're going to be able to do so much more out of your life than you were able to do before. And also is the certain security that you're going to have here. There was a certain element part of you, my beautiful Pisces, you were worrying about a certain loss, you were worrying about a certain stage in your life, you were worrying about what if blah blah blah, what if blah blah blah, you were worrying about certain loss, what is going to happen, and this was directly connected to your own personal security, you see. And for worries and things like that, I would highly suggest to get like a red cornelian. Look at this beauty, it's absolutely gorgeous, very warm, very powerful, very gentle, but very beautiful indeed. And cornelian has got a beautiful impact and effect on us, and it makes us feel really calm, and it makes us feel really positive, and it helps us to like focus on the good things in life. You see, red carnelian is a very significant indeed, and I would highly suggest this if you are worrying, because if we worry a lot, red carnelian is fantastic for the balance. You can get this on my website, the description, the link is in the description below, and this comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and I highly suggest you to get this, because it's going to help you with your balance indeed. Now, there is a very good feeling of security, very good sense of security that you are going to have as well, which is on another hand, you will need to make a certain decision. There is an important decision that you're going to need to make, and that decision is going to be directly connected to your own practicality and to your own personal security. It's going to make you very indecisive, and there are going to be two things that are going to be playing on your mind, two things that are going to be playing on your mind all the time. However, this is going to be both things are going to be positive, because you're going to need to make a choice, and whichever choice you make, it doesn't matter, because it is going to be the step in the right direction. This is going to lead to more money. Do you like my voice? This is going to lead to more money and to prosperity and things like that. So it doesn't really matter, because it's going to be so good for you indeed. By the time we get to the third part of June 2018, you're going to have a reason for a celebration, and you will have a celebration, and you're going to be really happy. And there is also something artistic is going to happen, something artistic and significant when it comes to the actual art. But the bottom line is that you are going to have a really nice celebration, and this celebration is just going to be so good for you, because finally it's something that was driving you nuts for a long time, something that was part of your big problem for a long time, something that was giving you disappointment and depression and making you you feel down, now that is coming to an end, and you're gonna feel absolutely overwhelmed about it. And so many new options are going to become available for you after this moment. It's absolutely brilliant. You're gonna need to take a time out. At the end of June, there's going to be the time when you're gonna need to take like a day or two out. Don't listen to anyone. Don't ask for the advice or anything like that. But it's very important when you come across a certain problem at the end of June, just to take a time out for like about a couple of days. And once you take a time out, it's going to be very important for you, because spiritually you're going to be very active. Spiritually you're going to be very strong. Spiritually you're going to be very powerful. So only you can actually find this information about your own particular spiritual journey. So that's why I'm saying it's so important to take this time out as a hermit mode, which is so important indeed. And there is something going to come to you, something is going to come towards you, a realization that about your own personal achievement, realization about your own personal resources, and the realization that you were able to do this change for such a long time. It was always there, but now it's the time. Now is the time of changes. Now is the time of new things. Now is the time of new beginning. And this is going to be so important because it's a lot to do with your skill. It's a lot to do with your ability. It's a lot to do with your capability. Indeed, very, very good month, okay? And let me just say, when it comes to those Pisces, my beautiful Pisces that are in relationship, there is a problem that you're going to have to deal with your partner, husband, wife. There is a problem that is going to come through, and this problem is going to be connected to what they do. This problem is also going to be somehow connected to the finances and connected to the home. And this problem is just going to make you work together. This problem is going to bring you even closer together. It's a problem. It's a negative feeling. It's a negative thought. It's not very happy, but it's going to be very significant, because the problem is going to come to an end. It's going to help you to bring things together. It's going to bring other things up, and it's going to be very interesting, because however, after that moment, after that point, the relationship is going to go on the next level towards the right direction. So you're both going to be absolutely fine. And also there's the whole new nurturing going to come through, and nurturing normally comes through, maybe you were just really bit busy, your partner was really busy, you haven't spent enough time with each other, and this is when the nurturing comes through, so that you can see two people working on a problem and getting closer together indeed. And the bottom line is that you are going to become even more creative at the end of the day, okay? And when it comes to those Pisces that are single, no, you don't love me. No, when it comes to those of you Pisces that are single, I'm saying no, is because there is nostalgia again. There is an old partner, old boyfriend, old husband, old wife, whatever, ex-partner, ex-husband, ex-wife, whoever this person is. Maybe you didn't even have a relationship with this person. Maybe it's just somebody who you wanted to have a relationship a long time ago, and now suddenly out of the blue they just start playing on your mind. Basically, there is someone, nostalgia, that is gonna come through for those of you that are single. Pisces, go out, enjoy yourself, have some fun with new people in your life. Exes are exes for the reason, not always, not all the time. I wouldn't agree with this completely, like all the time, but sometimes, exes are exes, and then we meet with them again for the reason. It all depends on our personal journey and their personal spiritual journey. It all depends. Sometimes our spiritual journeys come to an end, but sometimes we need to have lots of beginnings and lots of new ends. It's annoying, I know, but it all depends on our own personal karma, and that person's personal karma indeed. So there is nostalgic. The bottom line is that the Pisces that are single, there is a nostalgic feeling that you're going to have. You're going to feel drawn towards the person that used to be with you, or you used to fancy, but this is just someone who is not good. This is someone who is not good for you. This is someone who is not meant to be with you. And when it comes to that person, then most certainly I would say the exes are exes for the reason, and full stop. You see, this is the journey with this person, the spiritual journey with this person came to an end. There's nothing more there. There's nothing left there. There's no more karma there. So that's why I'm just saying nostalgia, because you're going to be focusing on someone that you shouldn't, and then it's going to be like illusion, and illusion is connected to this person. But at the end of the day, everything happens for the certain reason, and this this is why that basically this situation is just going to bring a certain realization. You will realize that spiritually you are ready to move on. Spiritually you have grown. Spiritually you will start liking and fancying, and you will fall in love with someone completely different, because this is going to be a very important part of your spiritual journey, spiritual experience, that is just going to make you and help you to spiritually grow. So by the time you fall in love with someone else, that person is just going to be completely different to this particular person who is not good for you. And this is why we need to go through things like this. My beautiful, gorgeous, amazing Pisces, thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you lots of brightest blessings, love and light. Mwah. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't done so. Don't forget to share me on social networks, and also don't forget to comment in the comment section below. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.